Hello, my lovely Cancers. This is your reading for July 2023. If you're new here, hi. If you're old here, welcome back. My name is Natasha, also known as Nurse Natasha. We're going to get right on into this reading for you, my lovely Cancers. First with tarot, then with some oracle. Be sure to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Remember that this might be for you, this might be for another Cancer, but we're just going to check in, see what's going on for you for the month of July. I'm going to shuffle a little bit and talk about some new things on my channel. So again, if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I do tarot and yoga here on my channel. I do have a membership here on YouTube if you hit the join button, where we do live tarot, live yoga, and live new moon and full moon workshops. I'm also, for the month of July, hosting a tarot and yoga challenge, so there'll be a yoga class for every day for the month of July, based around a tarot card. So if that sounds interesting to you or like something you'd want to do, go ahead and hit that join button. And I'm also launching a business coaching, I cannot talk, Cancer, business coaching program. If you'd like to do what I do, I'm a full-time influencer, full-time content creator, full-time small business owner. I host witchcraft wellness retreats. You can see some of my bags there. I have courses. I have been a business owner and on social media for going on 5 years now and doing it successfully. If that's something you want to do, check out my Nourish Your Business program. It's a 6-week business and social media program, a little online business coven of others in the witchcraft and wellness business, or any type of business you want to start or work on or grow your social media. Come join us. We start July 10th. I'll put all the links in the description box below for all that. And without further ado, Cancer, I will stop the shameless self-promotion and we're going to get into it. So what is Cancer leaving behind in June? What is Cancer leaving behind in June? Not all the cards, thank you. What are we leaving behind, Cancer? What was going on for you in June that we can leave behind as we move into July? Lots of chaos. 5 of Wands, Page of Wands, lots of fire energy, perhaps fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But I think mostly it was just chaos. The Page of Wands is... Pages are students. If we're looking at the court cards, pages are students, knights are on a mission. Then we have the queens and kings. Pages are the youngest energy. And you can see here there's like 2 people in the background, and there's this guy with his wand. It looks like they're looking at maps, but the Page of Wands is going in a new direction, following a new passion project, following a new creative project, learning about a new idea that you've had. But that's with the 5 of Wands. So again, I think while you were in your Page of Wands energy, there was all this chaos happening around you, maybe fighting, maybe lots of drama, but just a lot of fiery energy that I feel like you, because it's similar kind of landscapes here, Cancer. It's like, well, all these people were like fighting kind of around you. You were over here like, ooh, look, I have a new idea. And then like in the background, you were like, what is going on, y'all? Like, I'm hearing like, not my circus, not my monkeys. You were like, I don't want to be a part of this chaos. I just want to follow my new shiny idea that I had. And everybody around you is like, ah. So, we're leaving that behind, Cancer, in June, which is good. Something that we, want to leave behind. What is Cancer looking forward to in July? The cards are already flying, Cancer. So we have the 5 of Swords, as well as the 8 of Pentacles. I thought it was 7 of Pentacles for a second. 5 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles. Putting down your swords, my lovely Cancers. I think maybe when you were in this chaos energy and just everyone was kind of losing it around you, you were on the defensive. The 5 of Wands is like the offensive. The 5 of Swords is like the defensive. So I think you're finally able to put your swords down, Cancer. There is an Aquarius symbol here on this card, which is interesting. That's not usually on the 5 of Swords, but it is air energy, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But you're putting your swords down after all that chaos. I'm hearing just fighting all around you, and you are focusing on your craft. You are focusing on the hard work that's going to get you to your goals, to where you want to be. I feel like you were kind of unable to focus on that when all that chaos was happening around you. And now that the chaos is over, we're past the chaos, you can put those swords down and step into planting seeds and then watching them grow. The 7 of Pentacles is the planting of the seeds. The 8 of Pentacles is the hard work and the nurturing those seeds, and just literally the grind that makes those seeds grow. The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man, Cancer. This is a card associated with Pisces, but the Hanged Man is being stuck. And you can see here, upside down, just chilling, vibing. In one of my favorite decks, the Way Home Tarot, the Hanged Man is depicted as a cocoon. And that's exactly what the Hanged Man is. You are stuck, but you are stuck for a reason. I actually haven't seen this card in a hot minute, Cancer. You're stuck, but you're stuck for a reason. There is a reason why you need to be in this place that you are now, and I'm thinking it's because you need to work hard. You need to focus on the grind, focus on your work, focus on getting kind of stable after all that chaos. You're not going to be able to come out of your cocoon until you do what needs to be done. And you can see he's chilling. Like, he has his arms behind his head. He's like, yeah, he is stuck, but he has to be okay with it, because you're not going to get unstuck until it's time. And the reason why I like in the Way Home Tarot where it's a cocoon is because the butterfly has to turn into goo in that cocoon, in that chrysalis, before it comes out a butterfly. That's where you are, Cancer. You are in the cocoon. You are in the chrysalis. You are turning to goo before you can come out the other side. And I know that's not what we want to hear. We're like, but I don't want to be stuck anymore. Just for a little bit longer. You have to deal with your Five of Cups. You have to deal with your grief. You have to deal with your loss. You have to deal with whatever it was, these 3 cups that got overturned. I have a feeling they maybe got kicked over during all that like chaos and fighting energy from the Five of Wands. You maybe lost something, someone. Again, doesn't have to be like an actual like physical loss. It could just be like something that doesn't serve you anymore. I think that all that fighting and chaos kicked over all these cups, and kind of, you're just, you're sad about it. Made you whatever that chaos and fighting was, made you lose something. Whether it was just, again, it not necessarily like physical loss, but just like your idea. I don't know why I'm hearing like ideas. Like you thought something was one way, and then all this chaos and fighting happened, and you're like, oh, you're like sad because you're like, well, that's not what I thought. Something wasn't what it seemed. Kind of like the veil was like removed from your eyes, and you were like, oh, well, that's actually really sad and depressing and not what I wanted at all. But here's the thing about the Five of Cups, Cancer, is there are 2 full cups behind you. Those cups didn't work out for a reason. You still have 2 full cups behind you, and you need to heal that Five of Cups before you can get out of the Hanged Man. Before you can get out of your chrysalis, you have to heal. What else is going on? Cancer in July. 4 of Pentacles. Scarcity mindset, Cancer. I think that's another thing that you need to heal while you're in that Hanged Man mode. And also, it's something that you just need to master. It's the mastery of finances, checks and balances. Can be sometimes seen as, again, the scarcity mindset, where you're holding everything too tight to the belt. You are like not refusing to like let go of any one singular coin. You're like, no. But it can also be, if perhaps you were struggling with money or abundance, it's like getting your checks and balances in order, getting your finances in order. But this is a reminder to not be too frugal, not to hold it in too tight. You don't want to live in scarcity. Like, scarcity mindset never served anyone. Yes, there are times where we need to kind of act frugal and hold our finances close to the belt, but just make sure you're staying balanced. We can't have everything all one way or the other. Restriction inevitably leads to binging, whatever it is, whether it's money or food or any kind of unhealthy coping mechanism. If you restrict too much, you will inevitably go overboard. That's just how that cycle works. So if you are completely like shutting off, your ability to like buy yourself any little treats or anything, you're gonna eventually be like, well, I really want to buy something because I haven't bought something for myself in forever. I'm rambling a little bit, Cancer, but I don't know why that's the vibe that I'm getting. You have to find balance in your finances, whatever that means for you. Are we gonna get any other messages for Cancer for July? I'm gonna have to pull the old-fashioned way. No more chaos mode. We'll give it one more shuffle. There we go. I was waiting for it. Okay. Queen of Wands, King of Cups, and the Hierophant. Taurus energy here with the Hierophant, but it's giving graduation energy. I think that's going to be finally you graduating from the Hanged Man. The Hierophant can also be a spiritual guide or a teacher or kind of like organizations or traditions, but I think in this case, it's like you graduating from the Hanged Man energy finally. But what comes first? King of Cups and Queen of Wands. You have to master these 2 things, Cancer, and heal that 5 of Cups and that 4 of Pentacles before you can come out the other end and kind of graduate with that Hierophant energy. You have to master confidence, Queen of Wands, standing up for yourself, passion, following your dreams, motivation, like following that. Again, you found something new, some new creative project, passion project. You found it, and I think it kind of got stifled by all that chaos and fighting that you were dealing with. You need to pick it back up and follow it. Follow your dreams. Get motivated. Go do the thing. Tap into your fire energy. Tap into your passion. Do not back down. Do not let anybody get in your way. At the same time, practicing emotional maturity, emotional stability, King of Cups. Being able to stay chill amongst rocky waters. So I think what maybe happened last time is that you had the Five of Wands and you got kind of involved in like the chaos, and not involved, but maybe just like you got too fixated on it. Even if you weren't directly involved, you need to, even when there's like, cause we live in the world, in the society, capitalism, and human nature, like chaos is always going to be happening around you. You need to go for your dreams regardless and stay focused and mentally stable and emotionally stable and secure regardless of the chaos that might be happening around you, Cancer. I just saw 1111 as I'm recording, so confirmation for that. Ooh, there's some cards turned around in this Oracle deck, Cancer, even before I even finished shuffling. Who are you, card? Hiding in plain sight. I think you've been looking for this X that marks the spot. Or again, maybe you had found it during all that chaos, and I think maybe you put it down. There's also like maps here. I kind of mentioned that earlier. I think that you almost found it. I think you almost had that like eureka moment of like, I found a thing, and then you got like thoroughly distracted. Whatever it is, it's hiding in plain sight. You need to go back to that, Cancer. You need to go back to that X that marks the spot, that thing, that passion project, the thing that brings you joy, because you need no more distractions. No more distractions. When you find that thing that actually fulfills you and bring you joy, enough is a feast. You will no longer have to, I mentioned it with the Four of Pentacles, the kind of like binge restrict cycle of like, you restrict yourself so much, and then you get the temptation and the restriction gets the better of you, and so you just like kind of lose it and go overboard. When you are actually following what you truly want and you are satiated and fulfilled, enough is a feast. You do not have to go overboard. Enough is a feast. And whatever that thing is that's going to fulfill you, and satisfy you, is hiding in plain sight. X marks the spot. What is it, Cancer? I think you had it before. You had it with that Page of Wands, and then all that fighting and chaos happened around you, and I think you maybe forgot it or got distracted, put it aside. What else does Cancer need to hear for the month of July? Infinity Mirror. There are infinite possibilities, Cancer. Infinite ways that things could go. It does not have to. I think maybe, Cancer, also why you're kind of stuck and not able to move forward is because you think in your brain that it has to be a specific way. It has to go a certain way, or else it's not going to count, or it's not going to be what you want. I don't think that's the case. I think you need to acknowledge that there are so many different infinite possibilities of good things that could happen. It doesn't have to be that exact way that you think it is, Cancer. It could turn out. Be open to infinite possibilities is basically what I'm saying. At the bottom of the deck, we have Kill Your Darlings, and I think that's the thing, Cancer. I think you're getting too fixated on your kind of classic hits, on the things. So darlings in writing are tropes or phrases, or like just the way that the authors writes that they rely on, that they use in like everything. It's their darling. It's like their fallback, their fail safe, something that, again, their greatest hits. I think that's you, Cancer. I think that's where you're stuck in, and you got to get out of that and realize that there could be so much more. There could be so much more than just the things that, you just repeat over and over and over again. The tropes that you repeat over and over again. The cycles that you repeat over and over again. You can break that. You can kind of get out of the loop and look at the infinite possibilities around you. What else does Cancer need to hear? Fortune favors the bold, my lovely Cancers. It's time to take a risk. It's time to be bold. It's time to be Queen of Wands. It's time to be Queen of Wands. Take a risk. Take a chance. I just heard that Take a Chance on Me song. Beware nostalgia at the bottom of the deck, Cancer. That is your darling, is nostalgia, is the way things coulda, shoulda, woulda been. But they weren't. So move forward. Move on. Move forward. Beware nostalgia. Beware the past. Beware getting stuck in your past, in what didn't work out. Because it didn't work out for a reason. Kneel before no one. Kneel before no one. You are the Queen of Wands. So be the Queen of Wands. Like, you do not have to, I think, you know, you were, again, with all that fighting and stuff that was happening in June, it distracted you. It maybe, you maybe felt like you had to, like, kind of put your own desires aside and, like, again, kneel before someone, like, put someone or something before your needs and wants and desires. No more of that. You're going to be bold, and you're not going to kneel before anyone. It's your, I'm hearing like it's your turn to step into the spotlight. Queen of Wands. What else does Cancer need to hear? Okay, that's like a bunch of cards. Okay, I don't want to take... All right, let me just sort through these for a second, because like half the deck fell out. Okay. It takes a curse to break a curse. Cancer, it is, I think maybe that's also why you're stuck, is you're afraid to do maybe what needs to be done, because it is hard and it's terrifying and it's scary, but it takes a curse to break a curse. If you want to get out of your darlings and your old curses and your old patterns that you have been repeating, it takes a curse to break a curse. It's going to take something very, very intense. There's so many like water-based cards here that just flew out. Water has memory, aggressively hydrate, body scan. This is more of kind of like a aggressively hydrate and body scan are similar in that you need to be aware of like your physical body, but just a lot of water vibes just in general. Water has memory and show me your original face before your parents were born. It's this very like going back to things on a cellular level, going back to who you truly are, to our natural state, to you know, your original face you had before your parents were born, when you were just stardust, when you weren't even existing. I know it's very existential, but you have so much potential, Cancer, and there's so many possibilities and so many infinite possibilities and infinite things that could happen. But I think you're fixated perhaps on just the bad things. But what if everything turned out even better than you expected? Because you are magic, Cancer. You are truly magic. And you have to be able to carry your weather. And I think maybe that's why you're getting distracted and like the fighting and the whatever is, you know, it's that it triggers your emotions. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, like, you know, the fighting is not your vibe, but it kind of puts you in like this not good place. And you have to be able to carry, it's not yours to carry, like other people's nonsense and fighting is not yours, but you have to be able to kind of move through if you're feeling those intense emotions because maybe someone over here is fighting and it's affecting you. Again, being able to stay stable in rocky waters, even when there's all this crazy chaos and nonsense happening around you. Focus on you, Cancer. Focus on your body. Focus on your work. Finding your exit marks the spot, taking care of your body, hydrating yourself, being bold, all these things, kneeling before no one, being in your Queen of Wands energy. I want one more. We'll take one more, Cancer. One more message for Cancer to wrap this all up. Wrapping this all up. What did I say? What did I say? I knew this card was going to come out. Tag, you're it. Step into the spotlight, Cancer. Step into the spotlight. Stop kneeling before anybody. Step into the spotlight. It's your It's your turn is what I'm hearing. It's your turn. No longer being in the background, no longer being a background character. It's your turn to be the main character. And I love to see it. I love that for you, Cancer. That is all I have for you. I hope that this resonates. I hope that you can step into that spotlight. Come join us in my YouTube membership if you want live yoga, live tarot, live new moon and full moon workshops. You want that yoga challenge, tarot challenge in July. If you're interested in starting or growing your own business or social media, come join us in Nourish Your Business. That starts July 10th. You can apply now. All the links to everything will be in my bio. Not my bio. I'm so used to Instagram and TikTok. In the description box below. And again, Cancer, I feel the need to tell you one more time. Step into the spotlight. Tag, you're it. It is your turn. All right. Be sure to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Leave a comment if this resonated. Subscribe, save, share, all those things. And I'll see you next time.